Holy flippin' hot tamale. What a slow day today. But then, slamming afternoon, guys. We got two trades. One was a smaller one, about a 2% trade. The other one was, what was that, 5.6 or something like that. We're going to go to the screen in a little bit. I'm going to show you guys. Pretty cool afternoon. Exactly what we wanted. It was almost identical to yesterday. We didn't really feel comfortable trading the opening bell. I didn't really see anything that I really wanted to trade. Look at me, I'm like leaning over kind of. I'm trying to switch up the camera angles, trying to make it more exciting for you guys. I hope it's worth it. So yeah, I was not feeling the morning open yesterday, and I was not actually I was super feeling it today, but the market wasn't feeling it. Nothing was really gapping up and, keeping the momentum. Everything we were looking at was pulling back in the morning. Started off with a red volume candle. It's just not really what we're looking for. So I took the morning a little bit easy, which is good. And boom, then afternoon, after the live stream, I was waiting for some big pullbacks and we got them. So really good stuff. Also, something really exciting is we are back to just a little around 20 bucks away from going totally green on the TradeJournal. Now we're green on the challenge because we started the challenge in November, but on TradeJournal, I was documenting some trades starting in October. In October, we had this kind of ridiculous trade that we held for several days, and I didn't even really want to count it part of the challenge or just part of TradeJournal, but I was like, whatever, I'm just building out this challenge TradeJournal, so I'm just gonna keep it. Which I don't know if I should have done because we started the challenge in November. So I'll pull up the TradeJournal very quickly just to show you guys again what it looks like and how it works. And then let's talk about the trades. Also, we still have one limit order open. It's about 5:30 p.m. local time, which basically means 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So usually around 12 o'clock, I want to be done with trading for the day, because the reason we are doing these two strategies, the gap and go strategy and then the support line pullback strategy, is because it gives us freedom. We are not slaves to the market. We only trade 2-3 hours a day tops. That's really like the maximum amount. And then we're done. Then we can do whatever we want for the rest of the day. For me, it's editing YouTube videos for you guys, which is tough work. But I gotta say, I'm really enjoying it. And I'm also enjoying what I kind of learned from the whole entire experience, not just with you guys in the live stream, but just everything from rewatching my own videos to learning what you guys leave in the comments to just kind of building a community. It's been a phenomenal experience. And I just can't wait to do this whole $25,000 challenge with you guys. Let's go to the charts. Boom, boom, bang, bang. Welcome back, guys. On the chart, we got TNXP. It was on our watch list this morning. If you guys wanted to hear about the whole watch list and all the stuff we were trading, why we were trading it, why we were not trading it, what was moving, check out the live stream. The first 15 minutes of the live stream, we talk about the watch list, our gap and go scanner, and what's going on. So in this recap, I just want to be focusing on what we did. And TNXP, right now, I was waiting for a bit bigger pullback back to kind of this former VWAP area, but not really, I don't really always care too much about VWAP. What I really like though is just this big support area, right? We had a big breakout from this area. We had a pullback to this area, just a lot of support. We got stuck under this area for a while, and then we had a big, nice breakout, 22% breakout from this area. So to me, this kind of 0.8, 0.79 area is tremendous support. I would love to get an entry on this. If we miss this, totally fine. I'll go cry about it another time, but you never know. So let's see if we get a possible entry here. By the way, this yellow line is just an alert if the price goes under 1.84, which seems like it might happen at any second. How weird would that be? That would be 2 live trades that we got on the recap videos, which typically I don't even really want to be trading on the recap videos. But so the reason we were looking at TNXP very quickly, it was a 13 million market cap. Now it's a 16 million market cap, 8 million float. Super nice. It's exactly what we're looking for. Tiny float. These things can rip. Today, nothing really was ripping. Check out the dollar volume here on the left side. Tiny. I mean, nothing, even IN PX is below 20. TNXP is the biggest one, and it's not even that big. I mean, usually when stuff is running in the markets, we have these rips around $100 million volume, $120, $130 million volume. That's really what we're looking for. So again, the volume today was really dry, and I kind of felt that nothing was really doing what we wanted. There was not a lot of energy. There was a lot of stuff moving, but it was kind of just all moving to the downside. So again, fingers off the trigger, and we kind of avoided all that stuff. So TNXP kind of got me on edge right now. It looks like we're gonna dip below this 1.84 where I have my alert, and then let's see, maybe we can snag a trade. So this again would be a support line bounce, big support in this area. My limit order is right now at 1.79, so let's see what we can snag here. I think we might be able to get lucky, but I don't know what will happen. I definitely don't feel like getting overly aggressive right now, so I'll probably let this one chill. In the meantime, let's talk about HUSA. Now this one was just flying to the downside actually, and it was really good fun. On the live stream, we actually almost made a trade. I moved my limit order. I originally had a limit order here at 0.25. This would have been a nice trade, about a 5% bounce. But I moved my limit order down, what I don't totally remember. I would have to check the live stream, but it was like in this 0.245 area, something in this area. And then I eventually just removed that limit order. But after the live stream, so that was like 10.05, something like that. I ended the live stream. I had an alert here, and then the alert went off, and I was like, woohoo, what's going on? And I went ahead and placed a limit order on this red candle. So we were dipping down. We were close to this big support line right here at 0.242, and entered that trade. Now this is a longer term support line. So if we actually go to the long-term chart, zoom in a little bit, here you're gonna see it. So we have some tops in this area. Now this is a daily chart. So we have tops in this area. We break out, we pull back under. You can see there's big resistance here. There's even a little candle right here that goes all the way and touches this area, gets slammed back down. Then we break above this area. It acts as support on these big dips down, and then eventually former support becomes new resistance again, and you can see here all these failed attempts to break past it. So I know, and you guys know, long-term support resistance holds true intraday. And here you can see it, boom, perfectly. This was a nice little bounce, and that's why we entered that trade. And that's why I was really aggressive on the entry. Now this trade didn't really net us that much money. This was like a 2% trade. It could have been like a 5% trade, but I was, right in this area. I was like, I don't know. Like, I think it could crack up a little bit again. I got a little greedy, and, I could have closed it probably for 5%, and I closed it for like, what, 1.8? I don't know. I've done this mistake so many times, and I'm a little ashamed of myself for that. I think the reason I was so lenient is because you can see here the fill, 3,200. It wasn't a full fill. So we got a partial execution, and I think that made me a little bit lenient. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the reason behind that sloppy trade, but yeah, whatever. So then I was doing some work on TradeJournal, doing some other things, kind of just watching the markets. I got my 2 trading screens up, and then boom, we have this first big dip down. I had an alert that went off, I think, for this big dip. I didn't trade it though. I was like, that's not really what I want. What I want is a dip down to 0.2, and here's why. If you go to the long-term chart, you can see here again, I was like, there's something going on with this 0.2 area, and I should probably even draw the line all the way back over here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So now we have 2 lines. You can see big dip came here, 0.2, boom, big bounce. Let's see, okay, this is a little choppy over here. I didn't really consider that, but when you have one of these launch pads, I don't know what they're really called. I call them a launch pad because it's like the last thing the price touches before it goes exponential. And this is it at the 0.2. What happens? Price comes back to the 0.2 and then bounces again. Comes back to the 0.2, chop, wouldn't trade any of that, and then eventually crashes down. So we know this 0.2 area is pretty important. So let's check out now the 5-minute chart down here. Boom, we had a big breakout from this 0.2 area. This is where the market closed the day before, and then we rallied, and then all this crazy stuff happened. And guess what? We came back to the 0.2 area. So I had this line drawn out. And when we approached this 0.2 area, I front-runned it a little bit. I entered a little bit early at about 2.2. What was that? What was that weird entry? 2.023 was my entry, so right around here, and I got out near this tip, just like that. It was about a 5% profit. I'll tell you exactly how much it was right now. It was a 5.19% profit. So pretty cool little trade. I could have held it. You know, we could have had maybe another, I don't know, 6% here, 4 or 5% here, but I don't know. I want to take my profits, especially with support line bounces, quickly. These things don't always bounce. And when they don't, they are gonzo. And like, you do not want to be holding these support line bounces very long. You got to trade them very, I don't know. You just got to grab and go. Like, these are not breakout trades. These are not trades that will go 10, 20, 30% in the next few minutes, even in the next few days. I mean, sometimes when these stocks do support line bounces, there's only one way they're going, and that's to the downside. So you don't want to hold these too long. But to me, I don't know. I really like them just because you kind of see them coming in advance. So to me, it's one of my favorite ways to trade. And actually, TradeJournal is also agreeing with me. It looks like it's the most frequent pattern that I trade. And I'll just go ahead and show you guys this exactly what it looks like. This is TradeJournal right here. And let me just scroll down. So this is our stats on some of our patterns. It's not super organized yet. I got to clean it up, and I kind of also recategorize some of my trades. But you can see here 25 trades, and I have an 80% win ratio on these. So if I only just stuck to support line bounces, my trading would be pretty good. Let's see the gun pattern. Oh, that's a messy one. What else we got here? 15 failed breakout. Yeah, these are all right. I don't know. It's a little better than a coin toss. What's this one? So you have second pullbacks are really nice. First pullbacks are really nice as well. I just like me trading the market open. I haven't nailed it yet. I'm really new to that. Before I did this challenge, and before I traded crypto, and before Enzlo, my company, I was a prop trader in New York City, and I traded primarily support levels. And that's why, to me, this is just like second nature. Trading breakouts, I really like it. I get it. I'm just not good at it yet, but I will be eventually. I hope. I think with enough practice, you can get good at anything. Okay, so let's go over here. Day trading portfolio. Yeah, our winning ratios getting a little cleaner here, 62.65%. I think we can get that up to like above 65. I think we can do that. Here's the exciting point. Total profit, negative 22.65. Yay, exciting, we're negative. No, we're just, we have our small account right now. The goal is to get it to at least $10,000 per position size and a total size of around $25,000 portfolio. Let's get here, $25,000 challenge. So, the goal is to get there by October. We're a little behind schedule, but I just need to get a little bit more smooth, and I would say probably, honestly, I think this month might be a really good month as long as I stay very, very safe, have low expectations every day. I just kind of don't rush anything. I think we can have, an okay or good month, or not. I don't know. It depends on the market too. Like it's a little bit of me and the market, but as long as, if like today, if nothing's really running, then obviously I should be way more relaxed. So just like, taking things like that into consideration. What else do I want to quickly share with you guys? Yeah, just very quickly, here you can see in October, this is before we started the challenge, but we had these two fat daddy losses. This was a 13% change in our portfolio, and this was a 30% change in our portfolio. That's really bad. And that's just because I was holding stocks overnight. I was like playing around. I was just toying with this account because I was like, it's a small account. I'm just gonna mess around in it. And then October went by and I was like, I'm down $600. Like, what am I doing? And then in November, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take this serious. I'm gonna do a small account challenge. I'm gonna stick to these two strategies only, and yada yada. And ever since then, we had our first green month, we had our second green month. These are just small profits, but it's really just about getting that foundation right now. And now we're at $256. So we've already beat November. This is November, and we beat December. Although in December we were up like above 400 bucks at one point, and then I just gave it all back. The holidays really messed me up heavy. They were just not good trading for me. So yeah, we're picking up a little bit. If you guys want to learn more about the challenge, there's a link to it, and I think on my homepage on the YouTube channel as well, there's you're going to see it. Plus, if you go under resources, no, if you go here, you can learn more about this calculator. You guys can learn more about everything. I'll actually add a link here to the $25,000 challenge. So you guys are going to see here 25K challenge. I'll add a link here, video. I'll link that afterwards. The last thing I want to show you guys is we are super close. So you can kind of see here how every time we have a green trade, our day trading sum, so our total sum of all trades combined, goes down, right? And it's getting closer to zero. So we're $22.65 away from going green on the challenge. And this is what it looks like on our long-term chart. We have this October month, which I shouldn't have even counted because I was just being ridiculous. Makes me so mad. And this is November right here. I think this pullback right here. No, I don't know. November is one of these ticks. And then, we've had a pretty nice little, nice run. So guys, tomorrow could be the day. Might not be. We might have a red day tomorrow. I freaking pray to baby Jesus we don't have a red day tomorrow. But we just got to keep doing what we know we're good at, and, not try to force anything, especially with the market open. You got to be super careful with the market open. I just don't want to I don't know. I don't even want to think about it anymore. How many mistakes we've made in the last 2 months with the market open. Coming quickly back to TNXP, it looks like, probably just entering this trade and snagging this one would have been the way to go. But again, I was waiting for that big support zone at 1.8, 1.75, kind of that general range. I don't know, that might have cost us an entry. What I do like about TNXP, I think this one could be a good runner for the next few days. I just check out, it's slowly building some momentum here. So I'm going to keep a close eye on TNXP. Could be a really good runner. Just, has a lot of dilution, has a lot of reverse splits. I don't know. It's not the most attractive long-term pick. But day trading something like this could be really, really nice. Oh, it looks like it's having a little pullback right here. I don't know if we're going to trade this one. I'll be done with trading in about 11 minutes. If I do trade it, you guys will see it. Obviously, in tomorrow's video, I'll talk about it for a little bit. And then I'll also talk about it in my trade journal, so you can always watch everything there in real time. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Don't forget to leave a like if you appreciated this video. Subscribe if you're new here and you want to see more. I'll see you then tomorrow. Till then, stay safe. And like always, guys, make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.